Millions of people have experienced paranormal phenomena around the world.
Are you okay? Oh my God! Lord!
Most are terrified from it.
Jeez!
But there are the few that seek for the answers. My name is Matt Benton. I have been investigating the paranormal for a decade, and I am joining with Rocky from Chill Seekers to interview investigators across the globe to talk about their scariest and most extreme cases, to learn and share their stories. What truly happens out there, and what is the best evidence they can provide to show the phenomena is truly real.
Push the door, please. Just push the door.
Welcome to Devil's Hour Live. Hello. Welcome to Devil's Hour Live. Today we got a very special guest. We got the Billy Cook. Billy. I put an emoji there. Go celebrate the chat with the Billy emoji.
Yeah, I got it. I'll put it in there for you. There, everybody. Look at that amazing emoji.
Oh yeah, he's so awesome. Billy's so awesome. He's actually a supporter of the channel.
Yeah, I did it reluctantly, but
yeah, very reluctantly. He's like, I'm only doing it for the emoji. And then we got the same old Dwayne and Rocky with us. Hello, everyone. Hi. We have some things to discuss, some interesting things to go over. And everyone knows that I am friends with Billy. So if there's any like jokes or anything, I'm not going to treat him like a normal guest. I'm going to treat him like a friend guest. So yeah.
Well, I really wanted to have just a slideshow of you flexing on the TV behind me. But, I didn't think you were worth the time putting that together. So.
Agreed. I agree. Let's not do that. But anyway, yeah, the one and only Billy. I'm always gonna say nice things to him, and then he's always gonna do some things to embarrass me. Usually how it goes.
I'll go easy on you tonight, Matt.
Oh, you sure?
Maybe.
We brought lube.
Yeah. We got Joe Vitale here too. Ask Bill about his nipples. Okay.
Bill, what about your nipples?
Yeah, Joe. This is what the chat wants to know.
I don't want to spoil too much because it's going to be coming to a YouTube video near you soon. And but
wait, I thought this was your OnlyFans.
You what?
I thought this was your OnlyFans.
Yeah. Well, Joe and I and
OnlyFans.com/paranipples.
Yeah.
Just
and Eric Connor, we all investigated with one of Joe's friends, Jason, at it was the Nickerson Sneed House in Virginia. We just were there last weekend, and something interesting happened, and I said something about my nipples. So
Arden, paranormal actually decided.
I love you,
Arden. I'm surprised. I'm surprised every single day when that happens. I'm like, why do people donate to this channel? Do they really like that much? Because I don't understand it.
I kind of like you.
Right. Oh yeah, Rocky kind of likes you.
Yeah, I kind of like you. But
it's nice to see you too, Arden.
They pay me to be here, so
it is nice to see you too, Arden. And
Nick, you get paid? Wait a minute.
Yeah, no, you don't get paid to be here.
No.
I'm just a shadow anyway. So.
Nikki also just became a YouTube member. StreamYard doesn't tell which one. Let me go to YouTube. We should say it there. Nikki became a
member.
Never mind. I thought it was going to be easier to find. I'll just skip that. But she became a member. Thank you so much, Nikki. She probably did it to get your amazing emoji. That's probably why she did it. It's all because of you, Billy. You're too awesome.
Yeah.
They're here to support you more. Hey, Missy. Hello, Missy. Vastine just joined in. Everyone's joining in now. We got the Crow of Judas here also. Hello there, Crow of Judas. I'll be adding an interface death emoji once we hit the right amount of members because I ran out of emojis. Hey, what's up, Derek? How's it going? How's everyone doing? Hello. Okay, let's get into the juicy details of the Billy Cook. Billy.
Oh, it's Billy Cook?
Yeah.
Billy Cook! Billy Cook! So you said Billy. I didn't know it was Billy Cook. What tells me these things? Billy! How you doing?
It says Paranormal Pursuit in the background.
I can't read that far.
No, you
There,
should.
you need my glasses?
No, I don't. No, I don't want to see the future. I just want to see the TV. You know, that's the thing.
Oh,
I'm like,
my bad.
oh,
my bad.
Billy
Forget
Cook.
Robert. I will not forget.
Matt's got to put so many logos on the screen that nobody can see their names or anything, you know?
Yeah, I could take it down for you, Billy, because I like you. I'll take it down for you.
No, you don't have to take it down. Just put it over your screen.
I had to go redo some PNG files for that. But there you go. Paranormal Pursuit. Go subscribe to his channel I'm pretty sure most of the people on here are already subscribed to this guy. Awesome guy. And only an hour and 50 minutes to go. I know, right? It's just Crow of Judas says. Crow of Judas, by the way, just go subscribe to his channel too. I'm trying to give all the shout outs to the amazing channels that we have collabed with. Awesome people. Okay, Billy.
Yeah.
Let's get to your little secrets, your dirty, dirty little secrets.
Oh boy.
What got you into investigating the paranormal? What was that particular moment that you're like, this is the day? Why? This is why I wanted to become a paranormal investigator.
Well, I guess it kind of all started back when I was a kid. I grew up in a spooky, scary house. We had some interesting things happen, and I don't know, it just sparked my interest in, and I've been into it ever since. I had 4 other siblings, and we would always stay up late, play cards or play games, whatever. And one night we were sitting there, and a ball rolled in from another room when nobody else was in that room, which was pretty spooky. And then the house was built in 1900, and it had like a coat closet with really old mirrors. The mirrors, just to look in them, were scary to begin with. But at the time, I had a 2-year-old nephew that would consistently go over to the mirror and talk to somebody in the mirror. And he said that he was talking to the man in the mirror. So that was pretty creepy. And so we always just referred to the mirror as, you know, the man in the mirror. But yeah, so that happened. There were some other interesting things that happened, noises and different things. And then as I got older, it just became more, I guess I became more interested in it as I found more things out and found more ways to try to communicate with spirits. Oh, yeah.
It's fun. Awesome. And Crow of Judas says, why didn't you interview him first? That's a great question. I'll answer that question because we're becoming closer to the documentary because we will be talking about it a little bit in this. And so that's why I wanted to wait a bit.
Oh, this is that guy that was in the documentary with you.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Right,
Okay,
that's what I'm
come on.
saying.
Oh, okay, Rocky.
Yeah, come on.
Yes, that Billy. That Billy.
Well, that's speculation.
it's-
I'm not sure if
it-
there's an actual documentary or not.
It threw me off. It was the beard.
But I have stuff. People.
Oh no.
It's looking great. It's looking fabulous. People are keep mentioning it, but here I can show you like a little maybe
Sneak
something.
peek.
I don't know how about much of a sneak peek, but I'll show like the edited project. And
all I know is there's 1 minute and 48 seconds or something done, which was the trailer. So that's all I know.
here, I have a lot more than that. It's right here, and I have a lot of folders. There it is. Now it's just loading, guys. It takes a second. Does Matt have do a lot to edit? Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You know, documentaries are very complex. It's more complex than a YouTube video. Let's just say that much. It's a lot more in depth. History's in depth. I think that's the thing that takes the longest, to be honest, the history aspect part of it. And then once you get into the investigation part, it goes smooth sailing from there, in my opinion, when it comes to editing. Yeah, so like getting the history right and the voiceover and stuff like that right, it's like it's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, we don't know, Matt. We haven't seen one of your documentaries.
Oh, I have one of them deleted. It's pretty bad. It was in 2012. I made a documentary. It's the cringy of the cringe. That's why it will not be shown on this channel.
On a level of cringe, what level are we working with? Like
level 100.
Or out of a 10?
Level 100. Yeah, this is the name of the documentary. The name of it was Finding Local Spirits. It's a horrible name. But I was a 2012 teenager. I was a teenager.
Sounds like you went out a penny saver.
And it was it's embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing.
I can't imagine you did something embarrassing.
No.
Yeah.
Ha.
Not as cool as you are, man. No.
Well, guess what, Joe Vital? I'll be 50 next year, and I still haven't seen Man vs. Paranormal. So I don't know about this documentary.
I'll talk to Justin.
We'll play it at your funeral.
So sorry. I'm gonna beat you guys on the 50 before Matt gets this documentary out. Possibly. Just putting my 2 cents in. Sorry.
Oh, we got a new member, Frank. Thank you so much for becoming a new member. We're actually getting closer to that. Getting the more emojis. I have one more team I want to add to the emoji list. Welcome to Paratactical. Yes, welcome, Paratactical Frank. Everyone, that's the right thing to do in life. Become paratactical. Just kidding. Making things corny. Here it is. It's finally done loading, but here, I don't know. Oh, color correcting.
Are you editing while we're on the show right now, or what are you doing? You're like, I got
yes,
time.
There we go. This is what I was looking at. Here.
You were editing while we were on the show.
January 1971. The Perrin family. So that's all I can really show. But yes, the house looks very cool.
That's more than anyone has seen from this documentary, so I'm highly impressed right now.
I'm not.
Your name, Matt.
So yes, it's in editing process. Yes. Let me remove this real quick. Now let's get a little bit more questions for Billy. Sorry, it took a while to load that up because it's a big project. The more stuff you add to the Vegas file, it was like super slow. That was amazing. You only saw a couple seconds. That's funny. Best sneak peek ever. It's because of my crappy voiceover. That's why. Thinking about tuning it. That's funny.
January 1971.
Yes. So it is being done and being edited, and it's looking pretty good so far. So such a tease. Yeah, I am gonna tease you guys because I want you guys to watch it in the when it actually comes out and be surprised and shocked about certain things. Because one piece of evidence is pretty shocking that we captured, and Billy got to see it firsthand. Didn't you, Billy? You got to see it right in front of your face.
I was the first to witness it, and you're keeping it from all these great people. They would love to see it.
Yes, I know. But anyway, so the tier of paratruthers on the Patreon, they get to watch the full editing process of the documentary. There's no hiding. You know how there's like those people out there that say, "Oh, you fake the evidence, you edit things in and stuff like that." Well, I'm going to have it available for everyone to watch the editing. It's just a pretty high tier is what I did it for, because I don't want to show off the documentary really, because I want everyone to experience it. So it is a pretty high tier. It is kind of expensive to watch it, but I have it as an option. Because I'm tired of all the people on Search Spooks saying that I faked a video. So I'm like, you know what? I'll show you the whole editing process. Come over here to my table and we'll go through the editing to ourselves. So that's what I decided to do. Now you're going to see the whole editing process, guys, if you guys want to. The paratruthers and up. But anyway, so we got Joe in here too. He was a part of the documentary. Shout out to Joe, Truth Paranormal. And
Aiden Paranormal has a question for Billy. What kept you interested in Arden? I'm sorry, Arden Paranormal. What kept you interested in the paranormal once you had that experience as a younger kid?
Well, I think it's like every investigation that you go through the evidence and you find an EVP or something that gives you that drive to get to the next location to find the next one. That's kind of what drives me on everything with the paranormal.
Yeah, and now let's go into what was the reasons for right now. My brain's not really working right now. Sorry, guys. Just letting everyone know. I'm a little foggy right now.
Just let Reiki take over the show. You can
Rocky take over.
Everybody, it's Reiki.
I wanted to call you Reiki because you didn't even know who the heck I was.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cook. I apologize.
We just got another $10. Another $10. I don't know how, because right now I'm doing horrible on the show. I guess it's for you, Billy. I'll send you the money.
From Rotting Doll. Awesome.
Okay, so when you got into
yeah, interesting.
Go Rocky.
How long have you been doing the paranormal for?
I would think probably about 2007 is when I actually first got started. I would say with a team. Before that, I was kind of experimenting with stuff on my own. It's strange experiences when I was really young with some of my siblings or friends. We thought we were going to be famous musicians or rappers or something. So I actually caught some voices that were not our voices on some old cassette tapes. And so I started actually recording stuff like in the 90s on old cassette tapes.
Billy Cook had a mixtape.
Yeah.
Yeah, the actual mixtape, guys.
Yeah. My name was actually T, though. It wasn't.
You know, I used to do something funny back in 2012. I had a combination, a little like compilation of EVPs that were my favorites that I had as a ringtone. Some that I captured back in my cringe fest days. Oh my God, Hinsdale Girl did it again with another $5 to the channel. When the editing gets done. When the editing gets done. Oh my gosh. Yep. You guys are awesome. Rotting Doll Girl.
Yeah, she's going to hold on to that $5 until you get the editing done.
Awesome. So how did these tapes go? Was it like Motown Philly's back again? I'm gonna take your soul. Doing a little like what is that? What happened? Like you heard it on the
That's exactly what happened. It was crazy.
Okay.
Bill, so PSPR was your first team, and right? Or was it another team?
I was with another team called Erie County Paranormal. And myself and another person from Erie County Paranormal left the team and created PSPR, which is Pennsylvania Society for Paranormal Research.
Arden again. Let's put in another $5. Good question, Michelle.
Did you continue to try to communicate that way, or like were you just like noticing like when these recordings were coming back, or how did all that like kind of play out?
Well, it was one of those things that happened. I was just young, and it was strange that I heard voices that weren't the voices that should have been on the recording. I kind of put the stuff away, put it away in a drawer, and as I got older, I can't. You know how you go through the time capsule kind of thing, like, oh, geez, you know, I remember when I did this, and you listen to that stuff, like, man, this stuff is neat. Well, then this was, I don't know, in the late 90s, maybe early 2000s, and then that's when actually you started seeing a lot of people using digital recorders recording voices and things. So you know, it got more of a digital recorder at that point, you know, instead of using the old cassette tape to record stuff. But yeah, I mean, it was just I wish I still had those from 20 plus years ago, but I don't have those anymore.
And by the way, like for example, you're actually a more skeptical investigator. Actually, you're the one I related to, I would think, the most out of the Conjuring House investigation. I was like, oh, cool. I got more of a skeptical guy. I was hanging out with Billy, be like, and it was funny because we're doing the Ouija board thing. Both of us are skeptical about the Ouija board. So I was just like,
did you get anything? At least tell me that. At least tell me you didn't get no goddamn answers, right?
Not with the Ouija board. And also Rotting Doll Girl again put out another $5. You guys are so awesome. And yes, YouTube does take a percentage. So Nikki's saying that's the PayPal if you do want to do that too. So, and I will have my phone here to see if that pops up, and I'll do a little shout out for you. But anyway, so what was I gonna say? Yeah, basically, yeah, Billy's more of the skeptical one, and so I appreciate that. Out of the groups, I feel like there should be more skeptical minded people in the paranormal, because not everything's paranormal.
Yeah, I used to get in fight with people over my YouTube videos because people would say, hey, did you hear that or hear this? And I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's anything. And they were like, yeah, it was this. And I was like, I think it was a chair moving or something. And then they would say, well, why do you do this if you don't believe that, you know, you're capturing evidence? And I said, well, I have to believe that it's evidence before I'll say it's evidence, you know. That's even Matt and I were talking the other day. I was saying that if I hear something that I can't determine if it's an EVP or some other sound, I'll label it in a YouTube video as possible EVP and then let people comment what they think, you know. And that happens a lot, you know, where you might not even capture the EVP. Some people that view a video will hear something and you'll go back and, hey, that could be that, you know. But yeah, I'm pretty skeptical on most of what I find. But I know that there's definitely people talking in places that are not myself or anybody else I'm with, and so I believe that there's afterlife somehow communicating with us. I just don't know how yet.
Yeah, like the little hint is to the title of this video is Spirit Talks, and he caught some that I thought was pretty cool. If we want to show that now, this one was the one that you sent me on Facebook, not as a YouTube link. It was I think were you at Hinsdale House? Can't remember.
That was at the Judson House.
Jetson House. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. I want to set. Oh wait, did you send me the Hinsdale one out of curiosity?
Oh, I don't think I did. I can look it up and tell you when it is.
Yeah, that one was cool too. But I want to show this one first.
Yeah.
That I even showed Justin this one, and he thought it was pretty cool too. We're trying to understand what it was saying, and I think you had your own take on that. Let's show it off first and see what other people think.
Yeah.
But here you go.
Yeah, thanks for the thumbnail. That was great, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I thought it was hilarious. I was like, before I put it up, I was like, "Hey, you're good. Look at this thumbnail. It's amazing." This is going through our chat, but here.
Yeah, don't let people read the really bad stuff.
Don't worry, I'm scrolling through that stuff real quick. It's mainly your evidence stuff above it. Yeah. So here we go. Let's play this real quick.
Is that a comment about an assassination attempt?
yeah, it's on you, Rocky. Just kidding.
Hey,
Just kidding. Here,
I'm going to have a witness on August 28th. So.
Are you guys hearing the Facebook stuff?
It's pretty low.
Yeah, that too. But I hear, is it take it off? Is that what it says?
Yeah,
that's what
you can read that it says take it off on the what I messaged him. EVP, take it off, take it off. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't seen this. This is the first time of me hearing it, but yeah, it's Class A if that's the case.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, creepy. Stop with the mod chat for a second.
Yeah, we were investigating at this location, and I was telling one of the investigators that were with me to move a piece of equipment over, and I was like, yeah, you can take that off. And a spirit repeats me right after twice and says, take it off, take it off. Well, at least that's what I think it says.
That's what it sounds like to me too. Huh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's really clear too. That's like one of the
that's the best one I've ever captured. That was back in like 2009 or 2010 when I got that one.
It definitely doesn't sound like your voice or anyone I know that you've worked with. Sounds like anyone that you've worked with. So that's pretty cool for that one. Let's say that. Let's take this down. So what was another EVP that you want to show us? Because we're talking about EVPs right now. Let's show some EVPs off that are interesting. You have that Hinsdale one that I remember you sent Joe, and it was really cool.
Yeah. Are you talking the one that I labeled as like a demonic voice or whatever?
I don't know. It was just very clear at the time.
That's another question. Do you believe in demons and all that, or where's your standing on religion? Are you religious, or?
I'm kind of religious. I believe in God. But as far as like demonic stuff, I haven't experienced it. I've had some cases where it was presented as potential demonic, and I always rule out that after the case. Most of the time it's like a drug addicts and living in the house, or alcoholism problem with somebody in the house is what I've come across. And I think it's more of a rage thing. And then they blame those issues of being a drug addict or an alcoholic as demonic, as controlling that person. And that's what I've come across. Any demonic case I've ever thought that it was going to be demonic. And so I
haven't got a chance to work a case to where like weirdo stuff is happening in the house, and like there's no explanation for it.
Well, other than that, I wouldn't classify it as demonic. I mean, as far as like doors opening and closing, furniture moving, objects moving, that's not really demonic. Could be a poltergeist. But I haven't experienced anything demonic. I am also an ordained minister, so maybe the demonic stays away from me. So, I don't really talk about that though.
Yeah, I got an attachment. His name's Matt Benton. It just seems to be following me. Can't get rid of it. I can't tell you.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Whisper Soul says, do you feel you get more activity and evidence with more tools or going more old school and basics, senses, and simple tools, i.e., camera off, camera, EMF recorder, and such? Oh, I think it's okay. IR. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think the best equipment you can have is obviously a camera just to capture whatever you can. But most of the time, it's just really the reactions of what you're experiencing too that you're capturing. The digital recorder is probably the best piece of equipment to have, just because I capture plenty of EVPs, you know. So I think that's the best one.
Have you ever put yourself in a situation that you felt was overwhelming? Like there was something happening that you couldn't control as far as like with spirits?
No, because I have no sensitivity at all when it comes to paranormal. I have to use equipment and I have to use digital recorders or EMF detectors or something, because I don't pick up on any of that at all. I don't know if it's something I just blocked out and I don't have any ability to. I do every now and then, you know, when you get, you know, goosebumps or you get a strange feeling.
Right.
Recently, within the last few years, I've tried to start honing in on that, like, and try to use that as an investigation tool. But it took me 10 plus years of being an investigator to start realizing, hey, I'm getting a headache. You know, it could be related to paranormal. Or I'm feeling nauseous. This could be related to paranormal. Before I was like, oh, I shouldn't have ate tacos, you know, and, you know.
You should have ate tacos. Don't ever say that on the show again, ever.
Well, you know what I'm saying. When you start feeling nauseous, you're like, oh, maybe that was my lunch. I made a bad choice.
Right.
The one issue, he's not in Nevada or California for tacos, so it makes more sense to not have tacos out here. But anyway, the haunted side says, only question, where is Matt?
I didn't even know that. Didn't even know that.
Wait, what? I was,
all right.
Yeah. Well, basically, I need a background. It's boring.
I can't hear you. Like we can't hear you. Like you're way back.
Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
Oh yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah.
No, Stu-Pack, it was much better when you were further away.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I need a background, Patrick. I do really do. Maybe I'll do something. I don't know. I'll have to set something up. I have a green screen that I haven't used yet.
Oh, now I remember my question. Do you use any type of like protection before you go into these like locations, or
not a condom?
No.
No?
You know, sometimes we have done that. We do carry holy water with us. I don't take it into a location. I normally keep it in the vehicle that we go in, just in case of an emergency. And it's actually actual holy water, like strict right from the Vatican. My wife actually went there and got it years ago, but we actually take it to investigations just, you know, in case of an emergency. But we do, if we've had a lot of experiences while we were investigating, we do, as we leave, we say, thank you, spirits, for communicating with us. We request that you please stay here, or something to that effect. And you can't come with us and leave, you know?
Yes. One thing though, that I've noticed, not noticed. Well, you know that there's a time limit for using a holy water, apparently, because of the salt.
You know, I call BS on that one. I call
Me too.
BS on that.
You know why? Because I believe
I did research on that when you told me that, and I was just like, "There's no way." And then I looked there.
Hey, this is what I was told.
There's no expiration. Who told you that?
A priest. I was like, oh, because of the salts that they put in it.
A priest told you that a holy water expires.
Yep.
Wow.
I find it hard to believe. Like I said, the holy water that we have is straight from the Vatican. So, I mean, it was blessed by the Pope, whoever the Pope was at that time.
You know why I call holy water? It's just it's water, and then someone blessed it. So there you go. Well, ghosts. Oh my gosh.
There's a whole step into making holy water. I was raised Catholicism. That's why I'm kind of eerie up. But
Yeah.
okay.
I just thought it was funny. I thought it was funny that there's an expiration date on it. It was funny to me.
Are there little Jesus labels that they put on the bottles, or?
No, I got it from one of the back in the day when I was doing this. I got it straight from the church, and they have where you dip your hands at, and at the church for the holy water. I literally just got
a toilet.
August 24th, or you may become possessed. Is that what it says, or what does the label say? I'm just curious.
No. There was no label. I got literally, those stations where they have holy water at that you.
That was the toilet, Matt.
Oh, no, totally. Yeah, they blessed that toilet, all right. It was the holy toilet.
So you're stealing holy water, is what you're telling me.
Yes, stealing it from the. Just kidding. No, but basically, I asked permission, and I just grabbed it straight from that area. But I don't use it anymore. It was a long time ago when I was first starting out. I was also more Christian when I first started out. But yeah, so
good question. Does stolen holy water work?
I asked permission, and I agree.
That is a good question.
We should put guns in the background. Get an AR-15 back here. Get my knife. Channel gets taken down. Just kidding. Yeah. Mike B's like, don't piss in the holy water. Great advice. No yellow water. Have you ever been overwhelmed in an investigation, Billy?
Yeah, I sent you a link to one video that was the first time I'd ever been touched when my ear got touched. That was a pretty overwhelming experience. Because the story behind the room that we were in investigating was that there was an old woman that was bedridden that stayed in that room. And she had a stick that she used to stick into the baseboard heating, and it would get really hot to the point that they said the stick would smoke. And I was sitting on the bed trying to communicate with her, and then my ear got like flicked. So then I'm thinking that it's this woman taking this stick trying to poke me or something. So that was pretty overwhelming.
Oh man.
And then most recently, a couple weekends ago, when we or just actually a week ago, where we investigated the Nickerson Sneed house, I had a very crazy experience. But like I said, I can't tell you guys too much because that'll be coming out in a video soon.
Mike B.
Mike B. Mike B, thank you for the $5. I'm sorry, I don't do strip teases anymore. Just kidding.
Right, OnlyFans is still up and running, so.
He's like, I got 5 and 1.
OnlyFans.com/clapping alien cheeks. So that's for Matt.
Yes. So hold on, I'm trying to look for other questions because there's probably more that was missed. Oh, this is a great question, Billy. It's for you. It's, do ghost condoms prevent possessions?
That's a good question, but I really think you'd probably be better to answer that one.
The answer is yes. I'm just kidding. I wear one every single investigation.
I agree with that statement. Is there any equipment that you do not like to use, or have a feeling that it doesn't work and it's bunk?
I'm skeptical of all equipment. I think I use the SLS camera, and I like the one I have for whatever reason. It has a hard time even mapping a human figure. So
Are you talking about like the Xbox One, like reproduction one, or the actual Bill Chappell SLS?
it's an Xbox One with the
Okay.
Xbox, program.
Right.
It's the Xbox One, not the. Some people still use, like the Haunted side still uses the Xbox 360. They got the new stuff from whoever they got that sponsors them now. They got some of the new that they cut the build.
Paratech. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like whatever. Yeah, Paranormal Equipment UK, I think is who it is. But yeah.
No more strip teasing. He's now Matt practical.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, I'm skeptical of a lot of the equipment. I just, I have the Ovilus. I got it back here, but it never makes sense to me. Some people have luck with it and can make sense of it, but most of the time it's just spitting out words that I have no idea what it's talking about. I try to use that, whatever it spits out, like, oh, are you trying to ask this? Or you like that? But, I mean, we play around with all the equipment and just try to use it in a way that can help us guide the investigation, and sometimes it doesn't make sense. So you turn it off and put it away and you move on to the next thing,
So what's your favorite equipment to use?
Just really a camera and digital recorder. I mean, that's going to be your best way to capture.
Which recorder do you use?
I have a couple different ones. My favorite one, I have an Olympus that works pretty well, and I started playing around.
808. I'm going with the 808 on my desk.
Yeah,
that's what I use. That's why.
And then I just recently got this. It's called a Dicto Pro, and it has automatic voice recording. So I've been playing around with that just to see if I capture anything that out of the normal.
Go follow the Haunted side on OnlyFans. He's going to show all of his gear videos and seductive poses. Oh man.
With cream.
Sign me up.
Truth Paranormal.
Truth Paranormal's like, you need to fix my video file. So basically he sent me a corrupt video file I need to fix.
At $2.
Yeah. Apparently it's only worth $2 to him. You need to send more, Joe. Just kidding. Yeah.
Shout out to Joe. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. $2. Hell yeah.
Yes, Joe.
Yeah, you only get $1 of it.
Yeah, I know. I'll get half.
$1. I will take that $1. I will take that. And I will find me 7 cents and go
Joe
give me a double.
Give me $1 bills sometimes, and he expects some things from me.
Billy, what's your thoughts on the SB7 and the SB11? Ardent Paranormal.
Well, I've only messed around with the SB11 a few times when other investigators had one. I thought it had too many switches and too much going on it. So I like the SB7 better. It's much more simpler and but I'm not a big fan of the SB7 to begin with. I think it picks up a lot of radio stations. So
there, I had to post this emojis, the Haunted side and Crow Judas says they're in here. There you go.
Joe says I'm not your sugar daddy.
Oh, he only wishes. I'm just kidding. I got a Kodak and a Walmart disposable. I was reading Crow Judas. Say rotate, guys. What is this chat turning into? But yeah, so what is another piece of evidence you want to show about, talk about, or you want to show about? I think you actually showed like that experience of you getting tapped. You sent that to me. I guess we could do that one. I guess.
Yeah, that one.
I'll see Mr. Cook get poked in the ear. That's the one I want to in his ear.
Yeah, it's old school. Yeah. You can play some of that old stuff like 10 or 15 years ago. I was like, hey, I look like a little kid.
We just had a cringe fest on my
beard.
Now we're having another. We're gonna have another with Billy.
Yeah, I got some of that cool stuff at the Hillview Manor that I sent you that clip that was just like all evidence, all EVPs and stuff we caught. That was pretty neat.
Okay. Let me add this to the stream. Let me go to the messages. Don't worry, I'm going for very specific messages.
Yeah, that one was footsteps that Katie and I got. It sounded like we were sitting in a room. We heard them come up the steps, down the hallway, in the room with us, and right around the room. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, you just scrolled past that one.
This is the one?
Yeah, you can play that one. That one's pretty good. Yeah, this is cringy.
Hey, look at that baby!
Right? Look at that beard.
It was in very, very small stages. It did not surpass Daryl Marston or Josh Bender yet. Okay, let's have the volume all the way up.
Come with us on our paranormal.
Sorry.
Come with us on our paranormal adventure.
Let's hear these. Headphones for listening. Everyone, headphones on now.
Yeah.
That's Helen.
Huh? I can't hear you. I have my headphones in.
Okay. Good.
For some reason.
Yeah, it's real narrow. Heard a knocking or somebody shutting a door.
I heard that one.
Jesus. Sorry. Something fell down.
That was a whisper there. It's something, yeah. You hear it?
But there's noises happening at the same time.
I know. But it's clearly a voice. You can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly not COVID friendly.
That was, I think, just us bumping up against something.
EVP from them up here.
This is a good one.
They do roll the ball, and they say you can get a lot of EVP from them up here.
Yeah, I heard that one.
Yeah, that one was horrible. I was horrible at editing. I couldn't get anything right, but this is the good one right here.
Yeah, this is the good one.
And then the one after this is good.
Here, listen to this one, guys. That one has some human tone and everything.
Yeah.
By the light.
Is that I need a pee?
I was turning on a flashlight and got that one. This is good too.
Voice. Hold on one second. No one was whispering there?
No.
Wow.
No, Katie is starting to say something at the end of that. You can hear her saying something. And it's just me and Katie in the basement of the Hillview Manor. There's nobody else with us.
That
was our Paranormal Pursuit at Hillview.
Turn it up.
Oh, no.
Oh. Hey, man. My stuff was... The thing is, I can't make fun of Billy because my stuff is like just as cringe.
Yeah.
Like if you go look at my old stuff, woo.
Yeah, woo. You can play that one, that whole episode. Well, it's like a 2 or 3 minute video, like one of our first videos we ever put out. It's really horrible.
Oh, dude, like well, I was a teenager and I was doing this, so
yeah.
You could only imagine.
You're like buying a house. Man.
Now he has this big luscious beard, And he's like, you know what? One day I just saw Josh Bender and Daryl Marston with this amazing beard, and then I want one too. Just kidding. I don't blame you. I wish I could grow a nice beard, but I get too itchy when I try and grow one.
Yeah, it'd probably be cool if you could grow a mustache or a goatee too.
I used to have a mustache. It looked horrible. It's because when I was in ROTC, they did not allow you to have goatees, so I had to use only a mustache. I should have just shaved completely because I looked bad. I looked like I had like some pedo stash. It was not good looking. It was horrible. No, thank you.
Ghost beard.
That's why I was made. Yeah, I'm glad that was in Soul Seeker days. I think I had that stash.
The beard helps capture EVP audio.
Totally.
That's funny.
The beards have power, some superpowers. Just kidding. Let me go over another video, shall we? Matt B has this folder on this picture dedicated to shirtless. No. No, that's Billy's folder. He has a.
I have one. I actually do have.
I knew it.
Because I take all his pictures he posts of flexing and stuff, and I Photoshop them to make fun of him.
Why don't you do it to Rocky? I'm not the only one here. Okay. Well, let's do this one, shall we? I'm getting messages from the chat. Matt, Ben, calm down. Why do I need to calm down? What am I doing? Am I being weird? Okay.
Yes.
You're always weird.
I know. I'm sorry.
You can't help that though. It's just like it won't turn off. Just like it won't turn off.
This is what happens when you get barely any sleep. Wait, was
No,
there?
you're like that. You're like that all the time. So.
Oh wait, did I miss this? Did I miss this? Hello, thank you so much, Hinsdale girl.
Yeah, you did.
Hello, Hinsdale girl.
Sorry, I did not know I missed this because right now
Hinsdale.
I was actually in the middle of looking at the other screen. So thank you very much, Hinsdale girl, again for the $5. You're awesome. No beard Billy. Yep, it was no beard Billy is what Patrick says. OMG. Billy, please tell me your photoshopped one of Matt. Oh my god. No, that's what Nikki did, right? Wait, was it Nikki? I can't remember.
I think it was, yeah.
Or no, it was Summer. It was Summer that did it. That photoshopped the photo. It was Summer, and she's not in the chat right now.
With a pebble.
Yeah, the whole thing with the damn penguin thing happened because I collected a pebble at the Mackey Mansion when it got thrown at me. So now they're calling me a penguin because apparently they collect rocks for their mates and stuff. Penguins. And Patrick was my mate. Just kidding. I don't know if he's still in here.
He isn't anymore. I'm sure he left now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he left. Unsubscribe. Unfriend him on Facebook. Block his number.
Penguin Matt merch.
Yeah.
I know people keep asking for that. Maybe I should just do what the fans are keep asking because it's been like the most requested, I would say. Yes. Joe's like explains why Matt sent me a box of rocks. Don't worry, Billy, yours is coming there soon.
Oh.
Don't feel left out. You know what I should have named this video? Just based off of your post from earlier. I should have been like the hottest paranormal investigator I know. And then show Billy.
Well, my post was a picture of my wife investigating, and I said the hottest investigator I know. So
And then Joe and I were just messing around in that and saying like, wait, what, Bill? You said this to us. Now I no longer feel special. That's what I should have named this video. It would have been an inside joke. The hottest investigator I know, Billy, right here.
So would holy water still work in that Ouija cup? That'd be another.
Yeah, I'm drinking the holy water out of this cup right here.
I knew it.
This is the flavored holy water, though. So.
Yeah. Well, let's go through.
For me.
You also sent some. Oh, this is another old one.
Yeah, it's really old. Don't watch that one. That one's bad.
What is this?
You can watch that one.
Come on.
Yeah, that one's good. That one's like my first or second video that came out, I think. It's only like a few minutes, so that's. Oh no, we gotta watch that. Don't skip it.
Awesome. Okay.
There's
no one on the inside of the house.
Wait a second. This is the font that they use in Ghost Adventures.
Only you would know that.
Is that correct?
No, I just know fonts.
I knew that.
It's the curse of a filmmaker. You just randomly recognize fonts.
Yeah.
Just wondering, we heard some footsteps above us on the first floor.
Does somebody on the second floor want to go into the little bedroom?
Which bedroom?
Granny's room. There's some interesting light anomalies going on in there.
We're in Jamestown in the second floor back bedroom.
Oh man, the audio quality.
Is that Yahoo Map?
There, we heard some sounds in another room. And, Jerry and I were sitting in the bedroom, and he was sitting in a chair. We switched spots to where I was sitting on the bed, and when I was sitting there, I actually had my ear be flicked or touched. It actually moved, and it was a very interesting experience.
Wait, Billy, you started in 2011 like I did?
Well, this was we started like making YouTube videos then.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Throughout the entire house, I had an uneasy feeling I've never had.
Look, I don't even recognize this guy.
Who is that? Is that like one of the team members?
Where's Billy? He disappeared.
That's when I started growing it. I haven't cut it since.
It just
Is that when you were rapping?
had me on my toes the entire night.
Oh, so he like joined the paranormal, then he decided to grow a beard at that moment.
And through the other experiences we had through the sounds and the touching of my ear, it just kind of validated that there's something interesting going on in that house.
It's still inconclusive that if this place is active or not, in my opinion.
Some people might know Sue. She's on my channel all the time. She's our second medium.
Visual. But as far as an active location, there still is. I think the jury's still out on that. Perhaps on a return trip, a return investigation, we may catch more.
The music is funny.
That was cutting edge in 2011.
A DJ on the weekend.
Yeah. Oh, great! You're gonna comment.
The music. Whoops.
And then put oonts, please.
Let's get it in the algorithm of YouTube.
Yeah, we'll pick up some merch while you're there. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Ghost Hunters, let's look at this merch you have.
I want that hat he was wearing.
So do I. I missed that hat.
Hey, look at that.
$50 for that hat back then.
I like
Really?
that font.
What was
That's a
it?
good font.
What was it?
What's the name of that font? I want that font.
I don't know. I don't remember fonts like you do.
I want that font for other videos, probably. Or, hello there.
It looks like stencil. Just
it has like some editing of like it's
creepy stencil. I'll go with that.
Yeah, basically. Okay. Well, let me look at the comments here. Probably missed some things.
Yeah.
Any
Plot
questions?
twist: Matt was secretly in the movie Happy Feet and Happy Feet 2.
Totally. I was the dancing penguin. Tap
That was a
dancing.
Yeti.
There's no Yeti in that movie.
There will be.
Forget holy water. We need holy wine. I know, right? Didn't he make wine and water into wine?
I gotta watch the movie again. I think he did.
What's your guys' opinions on the gold standard for ghost communication? Radio, apps, EVP, Remy, like as in REM. I'm guessing
REM pod. I'm guessing REM pod.
Ouija, etc.
See,
what's
the ETC? I haven't used the ETC device. Has anyone else?
Oh my god, it's etc.
ETC app? I've never used the ETC app. No, I'm gonna look. I'll look for it though. If I find it, I'll let you guys know.
So what's your opinion on that, Bill? And then I'll answer my own opinion after you.
I mean, I think it's all kind of hard to make any of it credible unless you can tie it together with, other, experiences that you have happened. So I think if you can get something on a radio that makes sense to your investigation, a name, or if you get a name and then later get an EVP with the same name, the apps, I kind of throw all the apps out. I do play around with them a little bit just for research purposes. That's what we're doing here is researching the paranormal. So you can't rule anything out, but out of what you listed there, I probably like the REM pod the best, because our REM pod has started going off more recently, which is crazy because I had it for 3 years and it didn't go off. And then probably it's went off like 10 times in the last 6 months on investigations. So that's pretty exciting for me, at least, because I thought my REM pod was broken.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I would say cross-checking your data is very important, and you could do that with DVPs, and you could do with a little bit of ITC related, but it's hard to capture evidence that way. Let's just say that much. Cross-checking and verifying an EVP or ITC voice. So it's more of a complex setup. I'll probably make a video on it later. I know that Interface Death has made a video on it when it comes to our VSPR setup. So you guys can check that out. It's on his channel. Just look up RSVPR. That's a good setup to use if you want to cross-check your EVPs.
What does it stand for?
So basically, there's Paul Browning and a couple other guys that were involved with it. I don't remember the exact what it exactly stand for, but it was basically it was made from a few guys, and upgraded it. Is actually, I think even Justin upgraded it using a shotgun mic instead of a like one of these type of mics, because it's more susceptible to EMF, and in theory we believe that EMF is more associated with EVPs. So if you want to capture EVPs, catching one through a shotgun mic is maybe more likely, and it also captures more sound. And so I would use a shotgun mic and then connect it to your 4-channel recorder, and then you have 2 recordings into one audio source onto the same exact SD card, and then you're at the same time you're recording that, you're collecting media code data to show that the audio has not been tampered with, and you can show that you could actually validate an EVP if you capture a voice through the shotgun mic and not the stereo mic. And that would be very interesting, because you just validate audio manipulation if you capture voice from one source but not the other. So,
no, I'm sorry. What'd you say? I heard it for a minute.
Footnotes, just use a shotgun mic, plug it in, and it's just Works
I
better
also
for
use
capturing.
I also use a MadCheck 95 sensor to see if you collect data at the same time for EMF associated with EVPs. So you could cross check that too. So MadCheck 95 sensor is not really used in paranormal too much, but a few guys do.
I got an Olympus.
Is it a 4-channel? I don't think they have. I haven't seen one from Olympus. I know Zoom and Tascam have one. 4-channel recorders, but
I got an Olympus.
Okay, cool. What's up, you freaks? Is what I died in 2020. Is what this person said.
I'm sorry.
This is a good question.
Is that a good like? Is that how good we are? We're like contacting the dead through YouTube now. Like
Apparently.
Like I told you my upgrade would work, Matt Benton. Finally. Thank you, sir.
So Arden says, Billy, what's your thoughts on the SLS?
We kind of touched on it a little bit that, I think that sometimes it maps tripods, chairs, light fixtures, all kinds of stuff. I like to play around with it. You can do the 3D on it so you can kind of check to see if there's volume to whatever it's mapping if you have a Xbox One SLS. But you can pretty much tell when it's mapping something that's not a entity, I guess, because it normally freaks out and its arms get all long and it turns into a spider and crawls off somewhere, and disappears real quick. So, I don't think I've ever captured a spirit with the SLS. Maybe I have, but I don't.
Actual, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't think I have either. Or I think Dwayne, where'd Dwayne go? Dwayne! Oh, man.
Wait, capture what? With what?
Dwayne had an SLS, I think.
We got like the best evidence I've ever seen. Chill Seekers. It was the spirit was dancing, moving around. Like, of course, it was before Rocky time, but it was the most amazing evidence I've ever. It even hugged the individual. Yeah, one of the team members. It was crazy. Yeah, you can find it on Chill Seekers TV. I think it's SLS or something like that. Yeah, it was at a haunted. What was it? Like boutique or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I've just never had the luck of because I'll map something and then its arms get really long and then it starts turning into like a light fixture or a doorway or a door opening, and then I'm like, oh, that it was mapping. If I can actually get it to move, like walk across the room or something. The only time that's only happened like once or twice, and I didn't have a camera ready to record, or I didn't have it screen recording to capture it. So, I don't have any concrete evidence that the SLS is actually working.
My issue,
but I'll shoot you a link, and you could let me know what you think.
My issue with the SLS is too much false positives. There's a lot of, especially when you're moving around with the SLS. You pick up a lot. So that's my only issue. Is like it does its own pareidolia with that device. I notice when you're walking around with it, it's like picking up random stuff all the time.
Yeah, I think it's best if it's stationary. I think you do pick up a lot if you move around with it.
Yeah, I agreed. Rotting Dolls asks, what are your thoughts on water ITC? Do you think it's possible to see a spirit image, or do you think it's just pareidolia? I'll answer after you, Billy.
Yes. I don't really have many thoughts on it because I think, again, all this stuff we're just experimenting. So if it works for you and you think it's evidence, then, go for it. But I haven't really messed with it at all, experimented with that. So I don't know. Maybe you have a better input on it, Matt. What do you have to say?
Like anything that has a lot of false positives, I don't like using. So basically, when it comes to water ITC, I believe it is mainly pareidolia, But even if you did capture something that was a spirit potentially, like this stuff is experimental, even if you capture something that is probably a spirit, you can't really provide that as evidence because it could just be also maybe a case of pareidolia. So false positives is so if you're getting a lot of false positives of something, I just throw out the device. Or that's not a device in this case, but that's just my personal
I
opinion.
will highly disagree with that statement. And due to my next spirit box, we'll show you why, and I will leave it at that. So,
but like I said, a spirit could possibly do or show itself through it, maybe. But the only issue is that it's all the times that it's mainly pareidolia is the issue for me. So
now don't get me wrong. I'm saying like is most of it that I've seen pareidolia. I would go with, I don't know what I'm looking at, but some for the most part I've seen. Yeah, it actually, ITC got to the point where I went away from it. But currently, in my studies and research, I'd have to. I believe spirits can manipulate water. So definitely 110%.
Cool. Have any of you dudes experienced something so horrific or scary you actually contemplated quitting ghost hunting, and what happened?
I met Matt Benton.
Yeah, I've almost quit everything. I've never. I mean, I've experienced some pretty scary things in the dark. You know, when you're sitting around, you can't see your hand in front of your face. But that's why I do this. I do this for the thrill of it and trying to find the evidence and prove that there's life after death. So I don't think I'd ever quit.
What happened in the dark was he met. It was when he was with Joe Vitale in the dark, and someone poked him. Something poked him right behind. And
his ear.
Very scary situation.
Yeah, I couldn't walk right for 3 or 4 days.
It wasn't that big of a poke, but it was enough to scare him. So
yeah, he couldn't walk for a few days after that. So yeah, I can understand, Bill.
Actually, man, spirit communication got a little scary for me at a certain point, to where actually I got my spirit box in a glass case right now. So it's rarely used. So, and not to mention what happened to me over at Washoe Club as well, feeling like I got overtaken, got sick, immediate, and yeah, you just got to suck it up and keep on trucking. So,
yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. I had a lot of those experience, like early on in investigating, and I just blew it all off as, like I said, I shouldn't have ate tacos, before the investigation, or what. or you get a headache and you're like, oh, I need Tylenol. You're not realizing that it could be related to the investigation. So I've gotten better at that over the last 4 or 5 years, not just dismissing those types of those are like basically your built-in tools telling you, hey, pay attention.
So one thing
I remember going to what was it, Bobby Mackey's or Waverly Hills, and we went to White Castle. That was a bad idea.
It was Waverly Hills. Bad idea. But luckily, it only affected me after the investigation was over.
He's still affected.
Yeah, I still had to drive with you.
Yeah.
I was like, Dwayne, we need to stop. I'm about to explode. Just kidding. But one thing though, I would say like horrific or whatever. I just feel like there hasn't been anything horrific to me. So nothing, and I've been wanting some of the worst things to happen to me, and it doesn't happen. So
you need to find a girlfriend.
Been through that, and I'm going to stay single for a while. That's more horrific.
It shouldn't be that hard, Matt.
I don't know. We'll see. But but basically, I wanted, like, I don't even care if I got injured, like broken arm. I would like really want a spirit to hurt me physically as much as possible, because I'm really curious. I want to see its power, and it doesn't happen to me. It sucks.
He's getting all giddy talking about it. You notice that you notice the giddy, he'll start smiling a lot more.
Dude, you have no idea how bad. Like, I hear all these stories of someone being levitated, like a full body and stuff. I'm like, dude, why does this stuff happen to me? I want to get attacked, like physically, horribly attacked, where I'm really injured.
Like,
and
I got taken over just like getting sick, and that, like, I was already done with that. I was all like, man, I'm good. Like, careful what you wish for. You may get it. Arden
was another 5.
Arden.
Billy, what's your thoughts on the K2?
Well, I mean, it's like, it's the old school technique. You know, I think it works. It can definitely be a tool that helps on an investigation. It does pick up a lot of false positives as well, though. So you have to be really careful and make sure you're not just using it next to a light switch or the light switch on the other side of the wall. You don't realize it.
I got a question about this. Okay, so check this out. So if we go back pre 2013, this is what I noticed. I noticed that the K2 meter was used as far as detecting EMF inside the household to verify that there wasn't a lot, because they say that, like, if there's a lot of EMF inside the household or near the house, near the location, it starts messing with you mentally, and people become lightheaded and eerie and tired and all this sickness because of the EMF around the house. So when did it become an instrument to detect spirits? Because that's my question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I believe when Taps used it.
Yeah, and it's economically purchased for somebody that's trying to enter ghost hunting. You know, you don't have to break the bank to buy a K2 meter. But the first thing that we do on an investigation is do sweeps of all your equipments to see how they're going to react in each room, and if anything acts, crazy, or you have it pegs a device all the way to the top, you need to mark that hey, this is a high EMF field in this area. That's what I do.
I used to love the K2 meter, but I think honestly that it's used for the wrong purposes, and I believe it is a highly false positive, especially with like cell phones, cell towers, everything in the area. Nowadays, it would just be harder to catch something. Exactly, it'd be harder to catch something that is possible communication. I don't know that if that would be one of the devices, I would definitely not feel being useful now.
K2, my issue with them is that they detect EMF the easiest, and so like any little small thing could set it off, and like from someone's cell phone to anything small could literally set this thing off from signal wise, and so that's why I don't trust it completely for when it comes to paranormal. There's like a tri-field that I think is probably a little bit better because it has a very specific type of EMF that it detects, and that's why
I don't believe the ghost meter is the same. It's hard to set a ghost meter off. That's like I've only had my ghost meter go off maybe in like 2 locations, and when they did, they went off dramatically, and it was insane. But yeah, like something with that has a little more kick than a K2 meter is highly sensitive. So I agree with that.
Chris says, mess with the dark arts, then I'm sure something would F you up. Well, something effed up will happen. Why do you think I bought that doll? Just kidding.
Show us your Beetlejuice doll again. I haven't seen it. It's been like 2 weeks. Let's see the Beetlejuice doll.
Sure, I have to go get out of the closet.
Oh, okay. What do you keep the doll?
You're coming out of the closet.
Yeah, I'm coming out of the closet, guys. Just kidding.
That's where he keeps his doll.
Tanya just shared Billy's YouTube channel, so go subscribe to it. Please go subscribe.
Yes, please do. Thank you.
Joe Vitale says K2 is a wonderful tool. It really works well as a doorstop.
Yeah, that's what I was just reading.
Wow.
And Crow Judas said the K2 is a development of the cowbell in music.
We gotta have more cowbell. I got a fever.
More cowbell.
More cowbell. Bruce.
Here we go. I actually showed this to Bill in person.
You need to get like a set. Like I'm going to send you a switchboard so you have like music playing while you open your little box.
This is what it looks like, guys. My little doll.
Yeah. I actually have a picture of him like snuggling with it when he went to sleep that night in the Conjuring house.
I believe it.
Have you gave that thing a bath yet?
Nah. I'm trying to
It's still
preserve
smelling.
That thing looks more pissed off when you opened the box last time. I swear to God, it gets more pissed off every time you open that box to let it out.
But I will say it has a very strong smell. I smell it right now. And it's very interesting. The only thing that I find weird is like the mix-up of symbols here.
Yeah, it says don't open the box.
It says don't open up the box inside the box.
Inside the box.
So yeah, that's
Code says his is bigger. So
That's the logo to their eBay profile picture. So what's the story? Where did you come across the box again?
I will answer that.
Auction.
1 second. I am live. Bye.
okay. I heard that all the way over here. Okay.
Okay, but anyway, so yeah, so basically the story behind that box is that a person owns a lot of weird artifacts in his house. He collected them of like dark art stuff or vintage stuff, and the person passed away, and then someone bought everything from him in the house and collected it all.
I think so.
And then
Lobby.
she had so much of the stuff, she started selling some of the stuff, except for the ones that she liked the most. She kept those. But so I was interested when I saw the box because it looked a little unique. So
What's in the box?
I got it. I bought it, and it's I like it. It's cool. Looks cool.
You
Might
should
do a
take
video.
it to like an appraiser or something and see what they say about it.
Yeah. And,
What do you know any information about what it is? Is it a voodoo doll? Is it
apparently, I think she mentioned something about King Solomon, and also I saw the Eye of Horus on it. It's a mixture of things. It looks a little bit Nordic to me, though. So she has a full description.
I got an idea. Hey, we'll take it to Pawn Stars down the street from me.
Hell yeah.
We'll go hang out with Chum Lee for a day. You know, we'll bring in some Subway. Hey, man. How much for the
Be like,
box?
hey, I have an interesting one for you.
And then he'll bring in an expert. And we'll see what
Yep, you're bringing the expert and see what the expert says. Yeah. I have a person that is an expert with occult related things. They have an expert for everyone. That's funny. Take it to Hollywood and Zach. It's not in Hollywood. It's actually in where Rocky is for the.
Yeah, he's down the street. He's my neighbor. Yeah.
And so
always playing this goddamn music loud. I'm gonna call the cops next time. I'm upset. I gotta sleep now.
So
that's just him trying to do his EVPs to your stereo.
So yeah, that's my take.
Then he plays it as he plays his like videos all. As I was walking across the room, I started feeling airy. Oh, turn your TV down! Try to sleep.
This person's like,
sorry.
P.S. Lendorman says, is Matt about to get his girlfriend out of the closet? Oh my god, that's messed up. No. Definitely not, Terry. Definitely not.
Matt Bagans. This is what I got off of Witch. Took me 8 weeks. This is what I got.
Oh shit.
Oh man. No, I did not come out of the closet. The doll did just now, though.
Whisper. Wow.
So, anyone has a question for Bill? I have other evidence if you want to show it. If you want to show anything, Bill.
Let's go show another piece of evidence.
Rocky has a question.
My question is do you have any type of like a haunted item, artifact, anything like that? Possess any type of haunted articles?
No, I mean, sometimes I'll take something from the location, like a rock, funny thing, you know. Yeah, I don't really mess around with collecting stuff. I would like to. I would like a haunted museum. That would be kind of cool to have, you know, suspected items that are haunted. But I got too many kids running around here and stuff. They'd get too scared.
Art and Paranormal again. Thank you so much.
Arden.
You've been donating a lot. You're awesome.
Arden.
I do get that. A lot of people do contact me about haunted items or wanting to get rid of it, and then I give them suggestions on how to get rid of it, and then I never hear from them again. So I don't know if they actually got rid of them or not. So
you know, thanks for the kisses, Patrick. It was all for Bill. Basically, what was I gonna say? Is that crap? Now my train of thought. No,
ADD just kicked in. ADD kicked it in.
Yeah, I know. ADHD,
we'll never
man.
know. Well, we were talking about haunted objects and stuff.
Oh yeah. So I was gonna say,
Bill,
if you ever have a haunted object or seen one, just send it straight to me. It'll be cool.
Yeah, that's typically how I know people that just want stuff. So then I will definitely direct it all your way.
Yes, just send it. I'll give you my address and send you some money. Just send all the haunted stuff you can find.
Yeah. Go ahead and put your address in the chat and I'll send it to you.
In the chat. Definitely. He had to eat some dinner. Oh, yes. If Patrick, I'm a haunted object. Anyone interested? I know, right? He does seem like a haunted object.
Arden is secretly
thrown around him all the time. Wait, what?
Arden secretly your girlfriend. That's what they said in the Terry's comment.
No.
Arden.
At least you weren't eating.
Patrick, at least you weren't eating bugs.
Like Luke.
I
don't know what that means.
I don't know. Why is Luke eating bugs? I have no idea.
I think they did a live stream, I think, last night, as in like somewhere outside. Maybe it's a joke from that.
Bucket list, Bill. Any place you'd like to visit? Like any place you really want to investigate, or?
Well, you know, Waverly Hills has always been a place I wanted to go. I don't know why. I've always been drawn to Waverly Hills ever since I could remember. And I had the opportunity with the haunted side, and then COVID happened. So we had to cancel that trip. So hopefully that will get started again and we'll be able to do it. I just recently, like last week, took the trip down to, just recently took the trip down to the Nickerson Sneed House, which is in Virginia. And we stopped at Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum and got a day tour, and that place is really cool. I would like to do a private investigation there, and I'm actually trying to get some investigators together to cover the costs. So it's $150 a person. Anybody wants to go, 10 people minimum. We're going to try to book it if anybody wants to go with us.
I'm going. Trans-Allegheny has been a bucket list location of mine.
Yeah. So yeah,
What's the history behind tailgate party or whatever?
What?
Well, what's the history behind the tailgate party?
What are you talking about?
That trans tailgate party. Like, what's the history behind that place?
Oh, the Trans Allegheny Lunatic Asylum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so the haunted side's going to Trans Allegheny with us? That would be cool.
Yeah, because he said we're in for 4. So we already have 3. So if that's 4, that's 7. So we need 3 more people. So
Awesome. Yeah, Patrick, let's do it. Let's all go to Trans Allegheny together.
What state is it in? What state is the trans tailgate party?
Was it West Virginia? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's in West Virginia. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
It's a long walk.
Very long walk.
I might have to call Lyft, but
we'll call Lyft. That's going to be an expensive one.
I got some redeem coupons on there. I'll make it. So. You don't know how many times I visit Fremont Street. I want to tell you, they add up. So no,
like
no, Joe, you're not going.
Joe, you're uninvited. Just kidding.
You're not going.
So Whisper Soul says, like a poltergeist, formed energy is
Whisper.
You're speaking over.
Whisper. Whisper Soul. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome, dude. Haunted Side. I'm going back to Whisper. 1 second. I just saw this message. Do a live stream. When do you want to do that live stream, Patrick? Let us know. And then Whisper Soul says, like a poltergeist is formed energy intentions, giving it a life force of its own. And of course, there are black magics and such. I think there's something to do with more of a scientific aspect of poltergeist. I think it's associated with people, with a lot of them, personally. But that's just my opinion.
Personal opinion.
Everyone has
not me.
It's all theories. It's all theories.
Wait a nice little one.
Oh, having
Learn to read.
Sorry. Yeah, my little one is in the background having a ball. She's in there watching Sesame Street. All that.
That's funny. So basically,
I was reading the chat. Sorry.
Yeah, Patrick, when do you want to do this live stream? That'd be fun.
I think you said tonight.
Tonight, dude. Let's do a live stream, all of us, and do a GoFundMe. In one night, we could get it in one night.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's what I said.
Yeah. So I don't know when he wants to do it, but I'm down for joining. How about you, Billy?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Let's do it. Let's have fun. We'll have a blast. I have an episode with. Oh yeah, promote it a little bit right here. I have a video on Wednesday coming out with the haunted side. There's some unseen footage of Lassen County Hospital, so just wait. It's a interesting piece of evidence, and I think it has to do with Patrick himself. I believe he is a poltergeist phenomena, in my opinion, because I've been noticing a pattern with Patrick. Things get thrown a lot around him. I think it's him, and I want to study Patrick. I'll be like, hey, Patrick, let's go on more investigations. I want to record these objects being thrown just around you. I think Patrick is a poltergeist phenomena, in my personal opinion.
He is the haunted side.
Yep,
I
he's
see
the
people
haunted
getting
side.
thrown around, stuff getting thrown around Matt.
And you've had
maybe
stuff
that's why it was so
around
crazy.
you.
Well, dude, maybe that's why it was so crazy at Lassen County Hospital when we joined up together, because both of us have activity like that. That's interesting. That's cool. I didn't think about that. So like it got crazy at Lassen County. Like objects are being thrown insanely, and that's why, Patrick, we need to do another investigation and see how many more stuff we can get thrown at us. Hopefully, this time we'll hit Jason in the head.
Maybe it hit you in the head.
I know, right? I've been asking for it.
He's
But
Maybe Patrick needs to ask the spirits. Hit Matt in the head. And next thing you know, you go big ass brick thrown at you.
Wait, what? I don't know what Terry's talking about. Okay. So, Bill, have you ever had a ghost try? Oh, never mind. Sorry, I didn't read the whole thing until just now.
Bill, have you ever tried to have a ghost now try to have sex with you, Bill? Mr. Cook? Did a ghost have sex with you?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, I
Did it pull your beard?
I'm not sure.
Well, that's good to know.
How do you wear a mask?
He's like, why would anyone hit me in the head? The better question is, who doesn't want to hit me in the head? I think everyone in this chat does. Just kidding. But not really. This table. Watch Matt walk out with a table after him when it was thrown at him. I wish. You could only wish, dude.
Put it in the back of the truck. Trying to get that on the plane.
Yeah.
So what other evidence video you have that Bill captured?
Yeah, you have something else you want to share, Bill? Anything else you want to expose to us?
Cringe.com.
Let's go over some
That
more
was
evidence.
I don't know the timestamp for that one on.
You sent it to me, I believe. Whatever you sent.
No, it was you wanted the one from
Instill
House.
Oh,
If
okay.
you go to the episode 2, I think there's a recap in the very beginning of it.
Let's solve this right here. We'll go to this beautiful channel right here called Paranormal Pursuit. Oh, whoa.
Yeah,
And
go to
join. Go do the join button, guys. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Will it show my information? Okay. It doesn't show all of it. Okay. There we go. Oh, wait. Hold on. I need money. Never mind.
Denied.
I forgot.
for $2. You got denied for $2.
That's how sad I am. Ah! Wrong channel. Well, here, I want to open this tab. This is where I got your thumbnail.
Use your OnlyFans Cash App. Search them.
Go to episode 2, and it should play right in the beginning.
This one.
Yep, that one. Yeah, well, you're gonna have to drag the arrow back a little bit. I think I do a recap of it, anyways.
Hey, I better get paid for this ad.
You did. I'm a member of-
You missed part one.
What? I'm just joking. Okay, let's see. In the very
Truth
beginning,
Paranormal Joe Vitale says, I want to hit Matt in the head all the time.
I know, right? I told you.
Levy.
Is he in the chat? Is he in the chat?
Nah,
Is he-
but that's what I got my
Oh,
money on.
Yep, that's funny. Okay, let me go back to what I was doing. Okay, so basically, you said it was at the very beginning. You just want me to play it then?
I guess so. Yeah, it's gonna show some drone footage and stuff. But I think it is a recap right here. Yeah.
Paranormal Pursuit.
Yeah, that was that one that's like demonic. I don't know what the heck that was. Yeah.
Nope. Oh.
Yeah. Well, the EVP you just was played was the one that I was talking about. It only replayed once because it was like from the last episode. I don't know.
I saw an EVP thing. I think.
Can't remember all the evidence from all these locations. I mean, I don't know.
But you just edited this one not too long ago.
It was like 2 months ago.
Oh, for this one was 2 months ago? Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Can you come closer?
I've got like 4 investigations sitting. I got to edit. So
Where's this at?
Hinsdale House.
Hinsdale.
Looking for other EVPs. It's them. Okay. Now let's go through this video. You said Let me see if we can hear what you guys are hearing.
It doesn't really pick it up on the audio, but you can see our reactions because it's crazy.
Yeah, she looks frightened when I was watching this.
Yeah.
It's buffering. Sorry, guys. Oh, look.
Looks complicated, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Probably catching most of our evidence.
It's a birthday set. You got a party happening right between your eyes, baby.
It's all the way
That's
up.
definitely paranormal.
Yeah. This is where it starts happening.
Where's the volume?
It's on. Here. Mute yourself.
Mute yourself.
Move around now. I don't know if it's picking it up or not on this recorder. We got the digital recorder running too, but
Hey,
Just
Dwayne,
heard.
mute your mic for a second because yours makes noises. I think it's yours. I don't know 100%, but I think it is.
Yeah, it's Dwayne's.
Yeah, it's Dwayne's. Okay,
Yeah,
there we go.
Dwayne. Yeah.
if you put that and then sounding like a piece of furniture sliding across the floor. I can't tell if it's above us or on this floor. Did you?
Sounds like it was coming from over there. Like
The McKay room
in the Mc-
that
yeah.
we just left.
Just left.
Who's in the McKay room? Can you come in here? Something moving.
W.
I don't know if you can hear it from the plug-in on. Hello? Where's that coming from? Is it on this floor or upstairs?
She seems freaked out.
Somebody in
He's
here?
freaked out too.
We'd like to communicate with you.
He's having a PTSD moment of Joe.
I just felt it walk behind us.
Oh, it's Joe.
Onto the left side of me. I'm not even kidding you. Didn't you feel that? I could feel the energy on my back. And
Well, this was the crazy part. Like after this happened, all that energy that just passed by me and everything, my eyes were, it kind of was blurry for a few minutes. And then after this happened, it felt like I was just left a concert, like I had this pressure in my ears, like I'd been listening to loud music and stuff. It was pretty a weird experience. I'm guessing it was whatever energy just walked around us that kind of drained my energy, or I don't know. You guys have an explanation? Have you had anything ever happen like that where you felt like you'd left a concert after having a paranormal experience? That's pretty wild.
Oh yeah, I call it a paranormal hangover. Sometimes.
Yeah.
They used to get those. They don't get them anymore.
Yeah. That's funny that when we left the Hinsdale house, that's the first thing Katie said. We sometimes will do a video as we're driving off from the location, just as like talking about the experiences from the night before. And that's what Katie said was paranormal hangover, because she
see there. This is where I got your thumbnail.
Yeah.
Right here.
I like it here.
Yeah, it's real good. That was a good one, Matt.
I was waiting for a scare face moment that looked kind of like it, or shock face. I was like, hey, there's the thumbnail.
That was the first time she'd ever had a firsthand paranormal experience. Actually, I met Katie through paranormal. She actually called PSPR to investigate. That's how I met her. So
How romantic.
And then a few years later, we got married from the paranormal pastor, Robin Swope. He's known as the paranormal pastor. He's wrote books and stuff about the paranormal.
Man, everything that happened in your life is all paranormal. That's kind of cool. I want the same thing to happen to me. Hey, we got Justin Brown here. He says, I do experience pressure ringing in the ears during a paranormal experience often.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've had that happen too with the ringing in the ears thing too. Sometimes I have that randomly at home too sometimes, so I don't know what that's about. But I hear there's also a medical term for people that get it regularly, but I don't.
Tendinitis?
Yeah, tendinitis. But I don't have that, and I don't think Bill has that. So I do find that interesting that sometimes we get that.
Yeah, I would already be diagnosed. Katie works for ear, nose, and throat, so she knows all that stuff.
Yeah. What is the chat doing? It's getting crazy again. And so great. Now I can imagine Matt dresses. Oh my gosh. This damn Pebbles thing.
Yes. To the dress.
Happen all the time. In my 10,000 subscribers, I'll do it. Okay. 10,000.
Where are we at anyway?
We're at 4,000, 4,300. So
after this stream, they probably lost 2,000. So
yeah, it's all because of me. And they were like, "Oh, I lost the subscribers." They just went straight to Bill instead. And I'm like, I agree with them. I don't blame them.
You mean 4,320?
Yeah, 4,320.
Because you said 4,300. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
let me do the math. Like, all right.
I meant say, 320. But yeah.
Arden. Thank you, Arden.
Arden put it in there.
Arden.
So yeah, we're almost halfway there to the 10,000. Almost. We're almost there. I lost subscribers after your stream. Understandable.
I'm sorry, Chris.
I'm sorry you had to witness this.
It's Matt's fault.
Also, hit the like button if you haven't. It helps with the algorithm. Hit that like button or dislike button. I don't care. Each one does the same thing. And Nikki Rock says, oh, wait. Let's go for this one first. Tendinitis is definitely something to consider, but it's strange when the pressure is followed by the ringing during those moments. It's hard to determine if it's hearing loss and coincidental. Many investigators see barometric pressure changes on their data loggers, maybe correlation. And so basically there's the EDI Plus that I believe has that, or you also there's another device called the dark matter meter, which is so cool, that also detects that. So it's cool stuff to have. Maybe the EDI Plus doesn't. I can't remember now. But Nikki, weird situation where I felt there was a stream of sounds together in a tunnel, and it all sounded strange in my ear because of the acoustics of the tunnel, probably. I don't know. Interesting. So, I need to get an interesting shirt. This shirt's interesting. That's what I'll say. The shirt's interesting. Teespring. Okay. I'm looking for other questions.
What is your most expensive camera?
Which one? Are you asking Bill?
Mr. Cook.
I don't have anything expensive, so Matt's the one that has the expensive stuff.
No, they're asking you. Chris was asking, what's your most expensive? What's your camera? I'll go. What's your camera? How about that one? What do you use to record?
I just started using some body cams that I picked up that work really well for the way that we video. No, they're not GoPro. No, it's I don't even know the brand of it. I don't pay attention to that stuff. As long as it's good quality and works for me, that's what I use.
So it's pretty much 4K, 1080, or
it's 1080p, but it,
Okay.
yeah, so it's working for us, and that's what we've been using. I
Right.
mean, I have static cams and stuff that I have other cams just I can hook to some computers and stuff, but I kind of got away from all that. It was taking too long to set up on investigations, and you waste so much time when you can be investigating, you know? So I've tried to get away from setting up all the stuff. Like, you know, we investigated that Nickerson
Yeah,
sneak.
4 hours here, 3 hours, and 3.5 hours later. And then you got like a half hour to do your
Yeah,
thing.
what's
So
happening? You have a short amount of time to investigate, and you spend 3 hours setting up, and you're ready for a nap by the time you're starting to investigate. So,
Oh yeah,
it's easier.
this is the beautiful camera I have right now. I love it a lot. It's pretty pricey camera, but it's great. It does everything I needed to do. So yeah, definitely recommend if you go 4K to get like about 512 gigabytes in the camera if you want to go 4K, because this thing is
is that the one I got? Is that a
480? This is
Oh,
the
that's,
4K.
no, yeah, that's the one I use. No, I got a Sony.
No, you don't.
Never mind. I got a Sony.
No, you have
I
a
got
Canon. You have a Canon also.
No, I know. I got my Canon 1080. I got the XF100, but I also got a Sony 4K as well. So I got the.
This one's 4K. This is
Yeah.
the 4K XA40. This is brand new, actually. It came out in 2019, so pretty new camera, but it's pretty nice. I like it. That's if you want to get it, that's what that's the name of it if you want to get it. So
Yeah, well, see, like the 4K stuff, I mean, if you look at making YouTube videos, if you're just trying to document your investigations for YouTube, if you go 4K, it's almost a waste of time because they downgrade it to, you have to go in and change your settings on your phone to play it in 4K. And a lot of people don't even know to do that. You know, I have to always constantly change the playback, resolution.
I use I'm on a Roku and Amazon, so I'm able to do 4K. So
yeah,
I think
that people watching it on their phone don't realize that they changed the settings.
Yeah.
I think I like the body cams. Like I like the one that Daryl uses. It looks pretty cool. I was interested in that one. Law enforcement style body cams were made popular by the reboot of Ghost Hunters. They have their own IR lights on board and clip on easily to your shirt.
Mm-hmm.
They can be picked up on Amazon, probably what Billy has. You have a body cam now, Billy?
Yeah, we have 2 body cams.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Rock?
That's awesome. Billy body cam. Billy. Body cam.
5 minutes until 10. Wow.
Ooh.
Yes.
5 minutes. 10.
I swear, every single live feed, I'm gonna get a comment about the pebbles or a dress. Damn it! It's like the regular now. Bouncing on a bed spring. Okay. So, Billy, where do you want to do any shout outs to your channel or anything?
Yeah. Subscribe. Check us out.
It's called Paranormal Pursuit. It's on YouTube. Paranormal Pursuit. It's also in the description box below. If you want to click that link, it shows all that stuff.
Yep. You can go check out our website, PSPRErie.com. Like ERIE is the city I live in, Erie, Pennsylvania. PSPRErie.com. It's also our Facebook page, PSPRErie.com as well. And we have a Paranormal Pursuit Facebook group. You can join and post all your paranormal stuff in there as well.
Awesome. And Dwayne, Justin says, I want to know what Dwayne is thinking.
Just sitting here
reading the comments.
Comments.
He's our comment guy. He's the guy that reads the comments.
And our translator. He knows Russian, German, Chinese, Spanish, and French.
Yeah.
It's totally
onions. It's onions.
Well, thank you, Valerie. I don't know why. Doesn't make sense to me. Go love Bill instead. He's better.
Mr. Cook. Bill Cook.
Yes, there's also, if you search Bill Cook, you'll find a saddle maker. You'll find another paranormal investigator. It's like weird that why would somebody have my name and be a paranormal investigator? I don't know why they did that.
If you
I prefer
Google
the
my
saddle
name,
guy.
if you Google my name, there's actually another photographer out there that's also named Matt Benton, which I thought was funny.
He's like the total opposite. He's like all happy as hell.
Yeah,
Unicorns and rainbows.
he's living a happy, he's living a happy life. Traveling and
right, somewhere in New
taking nice
Hampshire.
photos. Yeah, taking nice photos.
Riding
And
boats.
then I'm in the darkness at Devil's Hour. Just kidding.
His dad's an architect. Yeah.
Well, here's Rocky stuff right here.
Hey everyone, it's Rocky from Chill Seekers /Rocky. Go subscribe to me when you get a chance. RAHKEE, Rocky ITC, Paranormal on Air, Chill Seekers TV on YouTube, Chill Seekers Paranormal on Facebook, and you can go follow me, please, on Instagram at RAHKEE316. Next.
1 second. It says, Justin Brown says, I love Billy. I hope
I love Billy.
to meet him in real life. He's one of the good ones. Yes, he is
loves
a
you,
good
Billy.
one.
Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that. I want to meet Justin too. He's a great guy. Very knowledgeable, man. Jeez, he's a ton of information.
And this is my information.
Devil's Hour Productions. If you haven't subscribed yet, if you're watching right now, hit the subscribe button and subscribe to us. Follow us every week, same time, Sunday, 5 p.m. on Pacific and 8 p.m. Eastern, and then everything in between. And also, we're on Facebook, Paranormal Research Unit, Devil's Hour Productions. And if you haven't yet, the public figure himself with the paranormal prodigy, Real Matt Benton on Facebook. Follow him on Instagram, Real-Menton. Is that a dash or a dot? I always forget.
I actually took him out. It's now just Real Matt Benton. I took out the dots.
All together, Real Matt. Put it together. Put it together, man. I'm telling you, the Paranormal Prodigy, you are here live right now with Mr. Matt Benton and Paranormal Research Unit. Subscribe, subscribe, like, share. I am here. Matt's here. We should have 10,000 by the end of the week and see him in address. Thank you.
Okay, no prodigy here, but here. And then we got the Patreon. If you want to do any support, we actually have some Patreon members and channel members. All the para seekers and up get mentioned on the channel. You get a little shout out. So Sally Engel, Julie Fett, Connery Barnes, Hinsdale Girl, Sandy Wolf, Limelit Girl, M City, Carolyn Bozek, Danielle Heel, Christy Vidrio, Jana the Willow, and Arden Paranormal are all supporters of this channel, and it's from Patreon and channel members. So if you guys want to become either of that, you get a shout out and some benefits like unseen footage that others don't get to see unless you become a member. So yeah, like I even have my cringy old videos in there if you want to watch. God, it's really bad, but yep. If you want to see very young, like you saw the cringe stuff of Billy, mine's 10 times worse.
When Matt was a rapper.
No. I literally went live on the channel with it.
He was back a singer for One Direction. So in case people that don't know, that's what he did before this.
No.
That's why he's always going the wrong direction now, I tell you.
Exactly.
That was the name he started afterwards. Yeah. You still getting royalties from that? No.
Oh man. Okay, well, everyone, have a nice day. Please subscribe to all these beautiful channels. And go subscribe to Interface Death also. They were in the chat too. I didn't do a shout out for them. So I tried to promote all the channels that are in here. You want to see, oh my God. No more Bagans crap. If you want to see Matt Bagans, you know what to do.
You can also get your own Matt Bagans on Wish. It'll take about 8 weeks, but they'll definitely come in. So be sure to get one for yourself. And thanks to everyone for joining us live tonight. I appreciate you could, like I said, be here next week. It's never a dull moment here on Devil's Hour Live.
Yes. Bye-bye, guys.
All right, I got to go. Have a good one.